Good morning, everyone. My name's Dale Kate. I'm on Facebook as Wrinkled Wine, and just wanted to play with a new recipe this morning that I hadn't tried. I'm using the Pampered Deluxe cooking blender, which I love. I've made soups in it, jellies, jams, apple butters, all sorts of things, and now I'm going to try to make caramel sauce with it. So what I'm going to do, I already have it turned on. I'm going to remove the lid, and I am going to add the ingredients. The first thing it calls for is brown sugar. So here is a cup of brown sugar. Now what I did was I measured it in our cup holder here that you can do dry ingredients on the top and liquid on the bottom. So I'm just going to dump that in. If it had been something like peanut butter, I would have just pressed it through like so to push it out. Okay, the next ingredient I'm going to add is a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. I've used the smaller container just so I could have it all set up and not delay the video. But this is using the wet side of the smaller version. So I'm going to add that in. Again, that's a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Next thing I'm going to add is a tablespoon of vanilla. So I'm using our measuring spoon, and I love this because right now I've got it set at tablespoon, but if I need 1 teaspoon or whatever, I can just adjust by pressing on the thumb hole and pulling it back. So I'm going to do 1 tablespoon. I'm not sure if I've got enough in this container. Yes, I do. Okay. And there's that. Okay. The next thing I want to add is, let me put this in the sink. The next thing I'm going to add is 4 tablespoons of butter, which is a half a stick. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in. My hands are clean, by the way. And then I need a 1/4 cup of salt. I'm going to use it's not a 1/4 cup, I apologize, 1/4 teaspoon. This is the same measuring item that I used a while ago, and I've got it set up to 1/4 teaspoon. So I've got my salt. I'm going to add that. And now, all I do is put the lid on, close it until it beeps. I'm going to select, and pull this up this way so you can see the monitor a little bit better. Hopefully I can hold it and do it at the same time. It is on custom blend right now. I'm going to move it over to sauce. And you can see the sauce light. Look and see if I'm looking at the right place. Sauce light is blinking. Okay, and then it's going to heat up to 176 degrees. All I do is, I'm going to set this back down again. I'm going to press the start button, and it will do its thing. It's going to take about 30 minutes, so I'm going to let it do its thing for a few minutes, and then I'll come back in and show you the finished result. Okay, so it is working now, and what you're going to see it doing is it is now heated up to 75 degrees, and again, I'll pull this up so you can see 77, it went up again. And what it does is it grinds, and then it heats, and it grinds, and it heats, and it continues doing that until it's done. Okay, so it has beeped. It is giving me the end message. And I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel. And I'm going to turn it off. Take the lid off. Now this is still going to be very runny at this point. It will need a little bit of time to set up. So I'm going to pour it into some bowls. For some dipping. No, you can't see the bowls, can you? Well, you still can't see the bowls. Let me go this way. And then I will pour in here. Now, one thing that I like about the blender, easy for me to say, is that when it's done, I can do a self-cleaning mode. So I'm going to show you one thing I like about it before I do it. I always have to get that little lick. The pitcher itself has a black place here, and that is so that you can, you can grab it without getting your hand onto the hot glass container. What I'm going to do is go run and get 3 cups of water and you how it does the self-cleaning. Here's 2 cups. And 3 cups. And then it calls for 2 drops of dishwashing soap. Now, I don't always get drops. I get a little bit of a stream, so I go very light on it. Excuse me for walking away. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it to the same way that I did before. Oh, won't let me do it because I don't have the lid on it. That is a great safety feature so that no one gets hurt. Okay, I'm going to put it down. Oops, wrong way. Put it down, lock it, wait for the beep to make sure it's there. And I'm going to move to heated wash and press start. It's going to heat up. It's going to have hot water that heats it with the bubbles, and I'll have a clean mixer when it's done. This is a 5-minute process, so I'm just going to leave it on for a minute so I can show you how it works, and then I'll come back and show you the finished one right before it finishes. Okay, it's been a couple of minutes, so I'm going to have you watch the rest of the cycle. You can see how it has heated up right now to 149 degrees, and it's going to wash cycle. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to put my hands in water that hot. And it has ended. So you can see it's at end. So I will press cancel, and the pot is clean. How is that? Now all we need is a self-cleaning house. Thanks for watching.